After playing the campaign of Halo 3 ODST on Legendary, I've gotten a new sort of excitement and hype for Halo Infinite. There was something about Halo 3 ODST while I was playing that was just, it was strong and it was meaningful in a heroic sort of way, I guess you could put it. Gameplay design, even though the game is heavily based on the Halo 3 engine, the way the game plays and the way you encounter enemies and just the story and music, all of it coming together to form this beautiful game. The way you roam the New Mombasa streets at night alone. It's raining. There are Covenant forces everywhere. And you're by yourself. It's a feeling that I don't think I can describe in words, but it is a feeling that is very strong throughout the game. And it has a real noir detective type of feel when you're actually there in the city. The grimy, destroyed, wet, dark, red city. And you're the detective in the rain, trying to figure out what happened to your squad. And you find pieces and clues, ultimately finding them in the end. It's a very fun feeling when you find the evidence that you need to progress the story. It's a fun way of telling the story of the campaign. I don't think I've ever played a game that's like that, where you are in basically an open world and you get to roam it. There's secrets, there's hidden objects, and you just play it. And you eventually stumble across clues which advance the story, and you experience that story in a mission, and you see what happened. How did that sniper get bent in half, and why is it in the wires? Well, now you get to see why. And this type of approach to storytelling and gameplay is just so satisfying to me. I don't know, maybe it's like a puzzle mentality, even though they're not really puzzles, or just finding something, It's like I explored this way and I found it. The game also has an amazing soundtrack by Martin O'Donnell, and it is just immaculate. The jazz mixed in with like old school Halo, it's just very classy. You feel it. You can smell the rain. You can feel the blues. It's a very nice soundtrack, and it's probably my favorite throughout the entire Halo franchise. And the story is very easy to follow. Even if you aren't a longtime Halo fan, you can kind of get the gist of what's happening. The game has a fun way of telling the story with these characters. You got the boss, you got the boss's boss, and you got the bitches. And you play as the bitch who doesn't have a name, and they treat like shit, and it's like, hey rookie, you suck my dick. But it is a fun cast of characters, all charismatic in their own ways. And the dialogue is a bit campy. It's, very Hollywood, like one-liners. It's one hell of a night.
What can I say? It was a hell of a night.
Amen. Motherfucker. It's a very fun game. It's very uplifting when it needs to be and very sad when it has to be. The Sandbox. The Sandbox is immaculate. You scour the city and you find the enemies. You kill them, you take their weapons, you scavenge for items to use, anything. Whether it be a plasma pistol or maybe even a gravity hammer. I don't know, you could fucking find anything there. However, in the missions, it is very, well, they give you the right tools for the right job.
You are the right tool for the right job.
You really get everything you need, basically. In the new Mombasa police department HQ mission, you get a sniper rifle because most of the engagements are long range. In the Uplift Reserve, you spawn in with a fucking Spartan laser, bro. I mean, it's obvious what you're supposed to do with it. There's enemies and vehicles. You use it. It is the mentality of the way they designed it. You know, it's a very 1 + 1 = 2 type of gameplay, and I love it. However, when you're on the open world Mombasa streets as the rookie, it's very depressing. You spawn in with the silenced SMG and I believe the silenced pistol, and that's it. Go find your crew, and there's covenant everywhere. Have fun. So you scavenge, you find your way, and eventually, you know, you get the right tools for the job.
You are the right tool for the right job.
And those tools are really balanced in a way. You get them when you need them, and sometimes it's a surprise. And even on the new Mombasa streets, you can find, you know, cache, whatever. You find them, and bam! Now you got more ammo for the best guns in the game. And sometimes even warthogs. Bro, thank you. It's a fun game. Like, I could play this game for hours and every encounter would probably be different every single time. It takes the perfect formula of Halo 3's gameplay, takes a shot of heroin that is the jazz, the music, the aesthetic, and then he takes a shot of a good story. And that right there is a drug-addicted, drunk, happy man.
What the fuck?
I love Halo 3 ODST, and it is probably my favorite Halo game. Halo 2 second. And it's probably no surprise that this game was inspired from people's disappointment that Halo 2 didn't have that much missions on Earth, which is why this game takes place mostly on Earth and is in the new Mombasa streets and takes place during Halo 2. So, all in all, I really love this game. The look, the presentation, the music, the story, the characters, the gameplay, it just comes together. Especially on Legendary. Oh my gosh. If you're gonna play Halo 3 ODST, play it on Legendary. This game, even though it was only $5 on MCC, which is quite a steal, don't mind if I do, it is a very fun game. And if you haven't played it, I highly suggest you do. It really is the pinnacle of Halo at its core, which is hope and fun gameplay and good music. And it really gets me excited for Halo Infinite, considering it's going the sort of open world route, which is kind of what Halo 3 ODST is, but in a different way. And I really hope Halo Infinite does have a sort of vibe like this. Detective, noir, gameplay, music, fun to play, and every time you replay, it's always different. I really hope that Halo Infinite is in a very good state when it comes out. I mean, I'm not really concerned about co-op, campaign, or Forge. I mean, those things are very fun to play afterwards, and sure, they continue the longevity of a game, but it's not that much of a deal breaker to me. But I can understand why people are upset by it. All in all, Halo 3 ODST is my favorite Halo game, and this is sort of a love letter to it, telling you why I love it. And why don't you tell me what your favorite Halo game is? And if Halo 3 ODST is your favorite, comment down below why you think that is. I want to get a conversation going, because Halo 3 ODST is probably my favorite Halo game, and I plan on doing love letters to all Halo games, because I really do love every single one. Even the new ones. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about for today. So if you enjoyed the video, like and maybe subscribe. I'm going to be trying to post more content that isn't, like stagnated to one issue. I want to post a variety of things for all kinds of people. And if you want to join on that, subscribe, comment, like the video. That's all I have. So I'll see you guys later.